Hello, Aquarius. Happy February, happy Valentine's Day, happy birthday. I'm so sorry that I'm late. I actually uploaded a video yesterday, and when it was too late already, I discovered that it was without a volume, something in the settings of my computer, but I fixed it, and now you can hear me. It was a very interesting reading, but I don't believe in coincidence. So I'm just going to give you another reading, and it will be truthful as well. Okay, so I hope you had a wonderful January. I would love to hear if the other video resonated with you guys, and I would also love to know if this will resonate with you guys. I am mixing the cards, focusing on asking for guidance and clarity for Aquarius for the month of February of 2018. Time is an invention that we made. If you are in April and you see this video and you are drawn to it, watch it, listen to it. It might be relevant to you because this is a general reading, right? So take what resonates, leave aside what doesn't. Watch your sun, moon, and rising, okay? Because they can all speak to you from different aspects, or maybe you will connect to one of them more than to the others. Aquarius, dear cards, I'd like to see messages for Aquarius for the month of February, for their birthday. It always falls down on the floor. Oh. The Ten of Cups, which is an amazing card on its own, but it came out in reverse. A falling of what you thought was complete, what you thought was a wish fulfilled that can sustain itself, something that had the illusion of a long-term happiness, or the end of a cycle, the end of something. This is matters of the heart. It could be a marriage, it could be a friendship, it could be a partnership. Something that you don't feel, maybe you haven't even left yet. Maybe it's just, in the feeling, in the sense of this is over, where you don't have that flow of positive emotion there anymore. This is not your enemy, just sometimes things end. But let's keep shuffling and see what's going on. I don't believe in, oh, then why did I spend my time there? Why did I waste my time there if it's not going to move on? I put all this energy, all this time in it. It's not for nothing. You learn so much from every connection, from every relationship. Sometimes you have karmic relationships where you are truly in love, and then you gain everything that you need to gain from it, from lessons to evolution of your spirit and of the mind and of the heart. We always learn from our reflection through other people's eyes, about ourselves, and we grow from it. And when it ends, it's not because it wasn't real. It was real for that duration of time. It was real for as long as it was real for. And then you have evolved. We're going through massive evolutionary process right now. The entirety of humanity. Everything is being speeded up. Universe, spirit, God, there's no patience anymore, because there's a need to tap into closer to the divine, to the light. And for that, we need to be really, really aligned with our truth, with what resonates on the same frequency as we do. We can't lie to ourselves anymore. We can't not listen to the energy anymore. The universe will just put it in your heart and signs in front of you, and just... But when the Ten of Cups is reversed, there's no, horrible drama. It's almost like there's a sense of acceptance and an understanding of, okay, next, with kind of a flow. Because on its own, it's a very positive card. So when it's upside down, I feel like I take it as like an harmonious ending. A mature understanding that, time to part. It can also be from a job or from partnership, but because it's about cups and it's about relationship and love and romance and family, I inevitably take it to relationship, to romantic relationship. But you know, if it resonates with something else in your life, that's great. Something that you truly believe that will last forever, and now maybe not, and it's okay. It was installed in your strong emotion in order for you to be there for the duration of time that you needed to be there to learn certain lessons. Your soul cooperated with that scam. It's okay. If we know, if our conscious knows that this is not going to last and it's not going, then we're not going to stay there, and then we're not going to, you know, complete the cycles or learn the lessons that we need to learn. So we kind of fool ourselves. One aspect of us is fooling another aspect of ourselves. Yeah, this is for eternity. This is true love. For the moment. Maybe not anymore. Maybe there's something else that is just around the corner that is waiting to actually go into your life once you accept and let go of what it is that you're supposed to be letting go of right now. It's also your birthday, so things tend to happen during birthday time. We tend to just have realizations. It's like, you know, death reminds us to live. Our birth date, the time when we came into this planet, reminds us, hey, what's going on with my life? Don't drag it, because then 10 of Cups upside down will become the Tower. If you understand it now, accept it now. You don't want a Tower moment, because the universe won't let you slide. It won't let you avoid the truth. If you won't do it, it gives you a chance to do it by yourself from a place of control and strength. But if you won't do it, it will do it for you. All right. Okay, what's next? So much to say on one card. Well, that's tarot for you. And that's me for you. My name is Morgane, by the way, in case we haven't been formally introduced. Morgane. Not Morgan. Morgane. You can say it. What is next after the 10 of Cups is being reversed and fallen for the month of February for Aquarius? Come on, cards. Oh, all right. Ask and you shall receive. 5 cards. That will be our. This will be our reading. Okay. 10 of Cups here. Okay. Interesting. There's a narrative here. There's a story with a very clear plot. And I just want to make sure that I have it, you know, really linear and accurate in my head, because I know how much you guys don't like BS and going around, beating around the bush. You like clarity when it comes to ideas and messages. Okay. So normally what I tend to do is take the spiritual energetic aspect of the cards and speak possibilities and opportunities and option, but right now they're being very determined and kind of old school with me. They're telling me a story, they're giving me characters. So there's a very clear narrative. So I'm going to be that kind of a reader now. kind of a reader that you would go to in the Middle Ages and will just give, you know, just lay it out there. This is the story. This is how it's going. Because I'm not getting free choice here. I'm getting determinism. I'm getting universe. Be like, this is what it is. And take it or leave it. Take it or leave it, guys. Really, I know you don't like that type of thinking. You're into, you know, forging your own destiny. I am usually as well, but sometimes life is bigger and stronger than us, and that's part of the modesty, being able to accept that. I have two main characters here, two main players, right, and this kind of plays right into the Ten of Cups in reverse. I feel like there was a partnership that was challenged by another person. One of the women here, it could be also males, and it's just being represented by female energy. So I'm going to say she just because I have queens in front of me. But if you are, if this resonates with male figures in your life, then take it as that. Okay, you know your story, just kind of attach it to your narrative. So I have two queens here. The Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups. Both are beautiful, passionate, powerful. They are the queen of their element, right? She's the queen of the element of fire. This is the queen of the element of earth. In between, there's the coin, the pentacles, the one. Who is the one? What was thought to be as the one is not. And earth goes with water, cups. Pentacles is earth, cups is water. Those are elements that complete and nurture each other. Fire and earth, you know, earth holds the fire, but the fire scorns it in return. So I'm guessing there was a relationship that was meant to serve, you know, certain time frame like we discussed earlier in the beginning. But it was fire and earth. Don't look at the zodiacs. It doesn't matter that you were both, you know, if you're thinking about someone in your life that it resonates with, but you're like, but it doesn't make sense because they're not a fire sign, or I'm not an earth sign, or whatever. It's the energy of it. It tells me the story of one was holding the other, and the other wasn't as nurturing and nourishing in return. So there wasn't balance. The alchemy wasn't working because the elements weren't speaking to each other. And then there's this character. This is not to say that there's something wrong with this character. This is just nature. Matters speaks better with each other than other types of matters. Okay, it's just a matter of chemistry, of what fits. Pieces of the puzzle that go together versus pieces of the puzzle that don't go together. All pieces of the puzzle are important, but they fit. One piece fits another thing. This one has something else that fits. It doesn't go with the earth. She's looking at it. She wants it. She knows what it can give her. But this hand is going away from this hand towards this, an element that actually complemented much better. The earth is naturally being drawn to the element of water, and that brings a very strong shift, a very strong change. I think this is why the Ten of Cups, it was like this between these two elements. And now the element is kind of was looking, drawn into an element that, you know, speaks to it, that completes it better. And then this turned into this. This is the death card, the change, the massive change, especially when it comes with the Queen of Cups that represents, that can represent the sign Scorpio. Scorpio also is the death card, meaning massive changes and going deep into the truth and not being afraid of the truth and not being afraid to act upon the truth and to make changes accordingly with passion and with heart and with faith. There's a very clear line here. And then once the death card happens, once the change, the death with the Queen of Cups, which is very powerful. It's a very powerful shift. I'm pretty certain this speaks of relationships. It might speak of two different types of careers, different opportunities, different job, different projects. Then copy paste the elements in what I've been saying. Something that felt really right doesn't feel right anymore because now you've grown. You understand who and what you are, and you understand that this element was more scorning you and kind of, you know, sitting on top of you like the fire does on earth, rather than nurturing you like water does to the earth. Earth can hold fire, earth can hold water, but water gives it something in return. So there's a change. There's like I can't keep ignoring my element. I can't keep ignoring the truth. I need to go from this to this and move on. And then where do I move on to? Six of Cups, which connects with the Queen of Cups, the same element, right? And I feel like this is something you once left behind. So maybe this is someone that you already knew that you left and now you're returning to, or could be a past lifetime thing, which I'm leaning more towards. It could be both. But if it's either or, if it's someone that you didn't know before her, then it's something very powerful on a soul level. Six of Cups relate to also our past returning and an opportunity to do it better, to fix it. Something that was left behind now is returning. And here there is something given to her. And here there is something given to her. It's almost like this cup that she's holding is now being given to her. Here she's holding it on her own now. It's also being given to her. This is all the cups that she has collected with herself, with her strength, and now she's being given another. Could be. It's just what the reason I'm saying it is because it fits with the narrative. There are other narratives here. There's other stories here, but this is the one that I choose to speak because all the cards together say it. If I just go to the other aspects of each card, it won't necessarily speak with the others as much as it does right now. Right? Always look for the connection between the cards. Don't just look at it like in a systematic, dogmatic way, but oh, this card can also be this and this or this. Look at the interaction, at the language, the way they speak with each other. The elements, the numbers. There's also the Queen of Cups. This also really fits the story because the Queen of Cups is Scorpio. Scorpio is November 11. 11 is also, once again, the twin flame. It's a few steps above soulmate. Soulmate, soul family. We have several soulmates in each lifetime. They can be our partners, but they can also be in our life as family members, friendships, partnerships. And we have several of them. But each soul has its own path, so you can choose to spend your life together. You can also choose not to. A twin flame is you. It's part of your soul. It's part of your body, your spirit. So you can't not be with part of yourself. And you only know how to recognize a part of yourself. You only learn how to recognize a twin flame once you are connected to yourself. Before you are yourself, you won't recognize them. They will be in your life, but you won't know how much they matter to you because you're not tapped into your full divinity. But once you tap into it, to who you truly are on a spiritual level as well, the energetic level, all levels, then you will see them right in front of you. You will know them. But before that, you won't. They can be in your life, but you won't know. So this is why I think this, again, fits. 11 just represents twin flame in the numerological codes. So we were here, just upside down, once upside right, but now upside down. We were here, but then we tapped into our essence, our element. The Ace of Pentacles is like knowing truly who you are on all levels, a deep understanding, a deep connection to the earth, to the Gaia of yourself. It's symbolic of our womb. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a female. Our stomach is our essence, the solar plexus, the root chakra. This is it. Mostly the root chakra. But also I see it as the solar plexus because of the yellow. It's the essence of ourselves. We understand who we are, and now we can see them in front of us. We can recognize our twin flame. The mask is fallen. You can see. And then the change is inevitable. And then we go back to our truth. Going back to the home of our soul. And then the reverse might become this. Because this, the cups, they lead to that as well. But I want to make sure that it leads there. I mean, we are talking about the month of February. Maybe this is just what we're going to see during the month of February. The understanding, and the willing to change and to go there and to give it a try. To put ourselves out there and like, okay, I'm here. I'm doing this. I'm leaving what I need to leave. Partner, job. I see it as partnerships because of the water and the earth and the earth elements and all the cards that are very much relationship cards and romance cards. Sexuality, a lot of sexuality. These two together both represent Scorpio. There's a lot of deep emotion, very strong energy, very strong attraction. It's almost like when these two are in the same room together, it's like nothing else exists. It's very strong. You know how they say you can cut with the air with a knife? Try to cut water with a knife. That's how thick the air around them is. So much water. All kinds of depths. From the deepest to the top layer. One more card for the month of February from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And then I'll have one more card to conclude from the Divine Circus Oracle. And then we'll be done. This resonates very, very much with the reading that I had yesterday for you guys. I kind of got a similar answer. Just with different cards. So I know that you are getting the message that you need to be getting because it was very powerful yesterday. The twin flame code, I got the same code in the numbers and the cards, like in between the lines. I can find these numerological codes and codes from the Kabbalah as well in the tarot. The tarot has so many ways of speaking to us. It's unbelievable. Like, I've been studying this for maybe 13 years and I'm still studying. I still keep discovering their layers and their knowledge. It's just endless what these cards hold. The wisdom, the ancient wisdom, the new wisdom, just all wisdom that they foretell. I'm just in awe with this creation that is called tarot cards. I'm so grateful for this knowledge, for being able to read it. It's a language that I'm very grateful for. Sorry. One last card to conclude this narrative for Aquarius for the month of February. If nothing will fall down, then I'll get the hint and be like, no, this is what we just said is February, and just go to the Divine Circus. But let's see what Spirit Divine cards have to say. And thank you for your guidance, by the way. And thank you guys for listening and for trusting in me. I really appreciate it. The fact that you chose my video out of all the videos and you're listening to me. Thank you. Yeah. All right, one more card for Aquarius. I love Aquarians, by the way. You guys are all around me, family members, people that I admire, mostly family members, living and not living, and friendships, past and present. Like, Aquarians are just remarkable, remarkable spirits. Remarkable. Visionaries, heroes. Visionaries and heroes, inventors, geniuses, entrepreneurs on a very high scale. Brilliant artists. There's a sense of genius that no one else has other than Aquarius. People with Aquarius in their chart or sun signs. All right, come on, Aquarius. One more card to conclude this narrative, please. Bottom of the deck. All right. Take every card. I can't stop. Okay, this is my cue to stop. God damn it. Excuse my language. I wanted to take one or two cards. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more cards. I'll do it fast because I already know exactly what they're saying. Okay. So I'm going to take this beautiful narrative at first that I had. I'm going to put it aside just to have room on the table. Those are my big cards. I'm going to lay them nice and tight. This is really just serving the narrative that I just said. It kind of repeats itself in a deeper level. It just kind of strengthened what I was saying. You have got to wake the F up, excuse my language, you or someone in your life. Universe will just do it for you. Like right now you are, you're still self-guarding your heart. You refuse to see reality. You're afraid of the change. You're afraid of cutting ties. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to see it. But that doesn't matter. The universe is not going to allow you to slide. The Ace of Swords is just going to cut through your fears, going to cut through your denial. And it's just going to be the way it's going to be. And then very swift movement, either on your part or the relevant individual's part. A fierce new start. I have 2 aces, a knight. It's right now. This is your card. This is Aquarius. This is February. Another card of complete freedom and, being released of chains and following your heart and having no doubts. And even though if something seems crazy or weird or unpredictable and you don't know where it's going to lead to, but it calls so strongly in your heart and in your mind and in your soul, you can't avoid. The voices are screaming at you, just screaming at you. Your insides are turning upside down. You just can't be in denial anymore. Life won't let you. Spirit won't let you. Yourself won't allow it anymore. There's a complete sense of a new beginning, and it will lead to such abundance, both on the physical level, I mean like the daily realm, work, life, money, relationship, fulfillment, but also on a spiritual, very deep spiritual level, karmic level of being released from the ties of karma. Once you finish this lesson, this won't speak to all Aquarians, but I have a feeling it will speak to many Aquarians because Aquarians are very evolved spiritually, and it's an evolutionary time for all humanity. So that together with these cards, I feel like it will speak to many of you. You are going through dramatic shift. Don't be scared, even if it looks crazy, even if people look at you like you're insane. You know the truth. The High Priestess, she knows the truth that no one else knows. The Fool, he will leap from the edge of, of the mountain, allegedly to his death, but he knows that magic will come and bring him forward. that everything is okay. He sees what no one else can see. He is completely free. There's, oh my God, there's like 100% trust in the universe. Like from this denial, fearful kind of card, just a swift change. Like you're waking up. Such a strong wake-up call. These cards are like calling for action. For a complete sense of freedom from your old self. It's like a snake just shedding its skin. And you are so drawn into this. There's a calling. Could be someone in your life that is calling you. That is calling your heart that you know you need to be with. It could be your sense of self, your inner truth that you're tapping into, that you're not afraid anymore. You're not afraid to tap into your depths, into your, shadow side. Shadow is not evil. Shadow is the unknown. Oh my God. It's the same thing as I was speaking, but I have the feeling that they wanted me to be more dramatic with how I express it. So they gave me a more dramatic sense of, that was the explanation of the narrative, like the background. And this is now like, this is it. This is what's going on. There's a very strong sense of independence. Really knowing who you are. Really knowing who you are. And that tells me, once again, that your twin flame is so close. And I have both feminine figures here and masculine figures here. All of them are very much aware and are free from from shackles, and they are moving forward for a new beginning, a new start. Both of them have zero fears. So it feels like your twin flame is also tapped into his or her essence. So if both of you are so tapped into your sense of self, that's when union happens. So it's really close. I can't give you timings. There's divine timing, and it will happen when it happens. And soon, and in the spiritual realm is different than how we perceive time. But it's so here. It's so like right here. I feel like you can feel it. The cards are screaming it at me. That's even possible. Yes, it's possible, because these allegedly only pieces of cardboard, the symbolism and the story that they tell is so deep and ancient. It has such strong energy from so many cultures and beliefs and and energies that, yeah, sometimes they just scream it at you with energy. And you're like, okay, I'll say it. I'm not crazy, and if I'm crazy, then don't watch me. And if I'm crazy and you're watching, then maybe you're crazy. Maybe we're both just brilliant. Huh? Maybe. People ask me, why do you view the cards as something that can tell you something? Well, I can say that ask the same thing about letters and numbers, allegedly just lines, shapes coming in together. Why would I make any sense of it? But when they are formed in a specific way, they mean something. They are messengers of the communicator to the communicatee. That makes sense. Someone writes something to me. They have the intention. They have their truth. They have their knowledge. They express it with these allegedly random shapes and lines. But when they come together, they're not random. They express what this person wants to say. Same with words. It sounds, vowels, but we connect them together in a certain way and it means something. Same with the cards. They connect in a certain way. They have their symbolism. They have their meanings. They have their interaction with each other, and it means something. And that's the language. That's the language. That's the messenger between spirit, the divine, the universe, the God, and us. It just allows me to tap into what is in a way that my limited brain, not just mine, all of ours, okay? Oh, did you just say you have a limited brain? You know what I meant. Relatively to all this universe thing. That allows me to understand, to grasp. Let's ask for one more card from Divine Circus Oracle by Alana Fairchild that I just really, really love. One more card for Aquarius for the month of February, please, to conclude all of this beautiful reading that they just had. Requires some change, but I think you're up for it. I think you're already halfway there. I think I only just like confirmed what you already knew. Guest of honor. You are invited. Somewhere that you will be invited to, or that you will go to, either an actual, invitation for something, or like allegedly somehow circumstance leads you to somewhere in a way that you are accepted and, your presence is respected. Something meaningful will happen there. Let's read from the book. All right. Guest of honor, number 22, which is a master number. 22 and 11. Both are master numbers. You don't, in numerology, you don't, all the dual numbers, you take them down to one number, right? So 14 will be 5, right? But 11 doesn't turn 2, 22 doesn't turn 4. They remain as themselves because they have very powerful energy. Have you ever felt like you were on the outside, looking in, maybe like everyone else has found their place, really belonging to someone or something, having set themselves up for life, with you still working out how to just get past the security guards at the front gate? It's time for your outsider status to change. You are invited into the inner circle. It's very Aquarius. Depending on your map, but the stereotype of the 100% Aquarius is a very wallflower. I'll continue reading. There are times to break free from the crowd, to stand alone and have the courage to be the outsider. It's the heroic, brilliant Aquarius. It's very much you. And that there's times to do that, to be that essence. If you are brave enough to endure the times when you feel like you don't fit in, you gain a precious treasure. This is the ability to know who you really are and to learn to love that self. When you are solid in your self-esteem and your self-knowledge, the powers you have developed as an outsider, including different viewpoints and ways of understanding the world, can be brought back to the rest of the world to be shared, to create a better world for all. It's a bit like a soul version of sharing your holiday pictures with the family after a big adventure, opening up their minds to other worlds and maybe even inspiring them to take their own journey. But if you've spent long enough on the outside, on the fringe of life, perhaps leaving people behind, it can take some intention and attention to change course. You might have become used to being the lone wolf or standing so apart from the crowd that there's no one else around you. That will have served a purpose, but you are invited to shift your ways now, from setting yourself apart to returning with that wisdom to share with others. It means believing you can sail straight past the security guards at the door, straight into the most deliciously wonderful party, and into the VIP room at the center. It's your time for acceptance at a greater level, because you are safe. You have learned to accept yourself, so you will not hand your power over to others as though their approval means more to you than your own self-possession. You can be amongst the crowd and take your rightful place there, yet still be an individual very much at home, belonging and sharing your treasures with others, still exactly who you are in truth. The Oracle of Guest of Honor brings a message. You are going to be offered pride of place and something that matters a lot to you. Accept it. It is your time to feel as though you have been chosen and that you belong. That is so beautiful, Aquarius. The messages recently for all the zodiacs are so powerful and beautiful. This is such an intense time for everybody. It's very inspiring. Okay, an affirmation that you can speak out loud, maybe in the shower, or maybe in the street if you want people to think you're special. Aquarius. I belong, I have pride of place, the place that only I can fill. I am one of a kind, and yet I belong to humanity. I am invited to take my place at the feast of life. I accept my invitation. I will partake with relish. Let's party. Another one. Every door I wish to open for me does so at the perfect time and in the perfect way. I am invited to all that life has to offer, and I accept it with joy in my heart. Yeah. All right. You go, Aquarius. Go party. Happy February. Happy Valentines. Happy birthday. Lots of reason to celebrate. Go there. Express your wisdom and your, and your uniqueness. You are one of a kind. You are irreplaceable. You need to be there. All right? Hope to see you in March. Subscribe, like, comment. Just, join me on this journey. Join me on this journey.